Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Coca-Cola Coliseum for some more Toronto Marlies hockey action. The Marlies taking on the Syracuse Crunch for the first of two times this season. Everybody's been waiting for this, the Winter Classic. It's finally here, and we are finally underway as we get started here tonight from Toronto. Here's an early save, and they score! Right out of the gates, the Syracuse Crunch get on the board first. It's clean up on aisle 9. And the Crunch, just like that, grabbed the lead. Gage Consalvitz. Well, we spoke about this recently, and the Marlies are going to have a lot of lineup changes. And lately, that's the case. And coming into today, it's being shown. A lot of new names on the ice for Toronto. They have their new backup netminder in net today. And 52 seconds into this contest, the roadside on the board first. Well, the Marlies have had their struggles with the Syracuse Crunch over the years. We've mentioned it. Here's Thompson. He'll send it ahead for Gonsalves. He already has a goal as he shot it just wide, looking for his second. Pass up for Nylander on the left wing. Here's Alex Nylander. In over the line. He'll send that ahead. It's given away to Kripke and brought out to center. Here come the Crunch. Back inside, looking to get a shot to the goal. It's given away. Has it again. He's stopped by Appleby. First stop is the Toronto Marlie. And here's another giveaway in front. He made a save on that as well. Sent ahead for Logan Shaw. Right wing side. He'll chip it in. Chased down by Master Simone. And in deep, it's Thompson to it first. To Kripke. He'll send it ahead to Gonsalves. The Toronto Marlies, as we mentioned a little earlier, a lot of new names on the ice today. And their new backup netminder, and now they're going to go to a penalty kill, already down by 1. Well, this is a good call here. Unfortunately, Toronto Marlies are not going to get away with that one. Clear trip on the play, and the frustration from Robert Master Simone as Syracuse goes to the power play, already up 1 in this first period. The face-off here, left side. The Marlies have had their struggles at home this year. Syracuse has always been a problem for Toronto, though, as a save made by Appleby, and it's off the mark wide. Darrow across to Dumont, firing that. It's blocked. It goes to the corner. Crunch on it again. Here's Groshev in front. Good save made by Appleby. Back in front, he made another. Huge save by Appleby, and now here go the Marlies. Slavin, short-handed. Marlies inside, looking to set something up. There's the pass down low, and the backhander easily stopped. That time, as Alnefelt was in good position. Here's Gonsalves up the left side. He'll center up for Groshev. Moves in and fires. And Appleby will cover on that for Toronto as we're almost halfway through the first period already. It's 1-0 Crunch. The Syracuse Crunch have had a good step in this first period, and that's their ability to put the puck to the net, create those chances. And they've done it here. Here it's poked out by Toronto. Logan Shaw will chase it back. So Toronto no longer with Alex Steeves, Nick Abruzzese, or Joe Blandisi. So that'll take a big tilt in this lineup. It might take them time to gel as the pass finds Logan Shaw. The power play over. Toronto killing it as it's sent in and around. Here it's picked up. Mark Johnstone. Happy to be back in the Toronto uniform. His first time back here in 2 years. Here's Groshev. He'll carry it inside. Left wing. Lining. Shooting. Stopped by Appleby. And now Rafai takes off on the bounce. Marshall Rafai stepping in, moves in and fires it, scores! Marshall Rafai ties game. So Toronto Marlies won, Syracuse Crunch won. In this first period, we are tied. And the face-off back to center ice. Marshall Rafai with only his second tally on the year. But he's going to love that one as it gets this game all evened up. Here's Groshev, left wing and in, lining for the shot. Fortier got it away. It's knocked out by Appleby. Sent ahead through center. Day, knocked off by Nylander. He's in alone! And he's stopped by Alnefelt. Huge save by the Syracuse netminder to keep us at 1. Fortier. He'll carry it up the right wing, in over the Toronto line. Fortier to the net. That's blocked. And Benning up for Rafai. It's sent back. Appleby plays that for Rafai. Pass up on the board side. That just missed, helping Landon Sim, the former London Knight from last year, called up to the Toronto lineup. They must have saw something in him because he's still young. Here's Rafai in over the line. Weaves his way in. Shoots, looking for his second. Got it away. It was blocked. They whacked away. Where is it? It's underneath Alnefelt. And he will cover on that with 3:42 to go in the first. A mad scrum in front, but the Marlies can't find a way to put it in. We're still tied at 1. And even if this went in, there's a high chance this might come back on goaltender interference. Faceoff's 5-0 crunch in the game. Make it 6 as they take this one. Thompson ahead. Here's Edmonds. Toronto and Syracuse, well, they've had a path of games, haven't they? In their history is a save made by Appleby. Holds on for a faceoff. 2:40 to go here in the first. A fast-paced first period in this Winter Classic. And if you're new to this, a Winter Classic is when both teams wear special uniforms and play in a special rink. And here tonight, that is the case. Here's DeRoe. Gave it away to Niemela. Niemela up the right side. He'll send in. Chased around. Picked up by Myers. In his own zone, he'll center for DeRoe. Gave that away. Petronero tried to play it down low. Last minute of play in the first period. Here's Edmonds. He'll bring it in. So the Crunch got it started. The Marlies got it tied up. And we are 1-1 late here in the first. Here's Petronero. Has a man ahead. It's Slavin. 2 seconds to go in the period. Fed it out front. It was knocked away. And we're through 20 minutes tonight here from Syracuse. It's the Toronto Marlies 1. The Syracuse Crunch 1. After 1. Your stats after 1 period of play. The shots a goal 10 for Syracuse. 6 for Toronto. Hits are 3-1 Toronto. Face off 7-0 Crunch. Power plays 0 for 1 Syracuse. Toronto hasn't had one. 1-1. We go to the second. Welcome into the middle frame of the Winter Classic. One team needs to pull in front here. It's 1-1 after 1. Here's Thompson. He'll look to get ahead. And Thompson, we're going to center it up ice now. He will on the left wing himself. Bringing it right to the goal. And he's stopped by Appleby. A good save made by Ken Appleby. Here's a shot that didn't get through. Master Simone for Nylander. Had a good chance in the first. Here's Nylander. Down the right side. Shooting. Save Alnefelt. Picked up by Krepke. So Nylander's had 2 looks in this game now. That one was mid. The first one was a pretty good look. Here's Morella across for Gonsalves on the right wing. He'll bring it in. Scored early for Syracuse in the first. Centers. And Messar sent that wide of the goal. Here's Logan Shaw. And the captain for Toronto sends it in. Sent around the far boards. Thompson chases it down. He'll feed that up for Myers. Now for Morella. And he'll carry it out. Now up the left side. Benning trying to get back. Here's Morella. Centers for Thompson off the post. And a penalty on the play. It's going to Syracuse. So the Marlies will see their first power play tonight with their new lineup. A chance to gel a little bit faster. A chance to grab the lead as well for this Toronto squad. They've had a hard time getting control of that puck. If you've been here with us, you've seen it. They need to get it going here. Villeneuve got a shot away. It was easily handled. And Walcott turned it over. Torberg was there. Walcott sent ahead to Dumont. Short-handed through the middle of the ice. Slavin back to get it. Here's Slavin inside. Drops for Master Simone. Man in front. And Alnefelt made a good save on that. And Walcott clears it down the ice. Minute to go in the Toronto power play. It's picked up by Villeneuve. Up on the right wing for Slavin. Slavin scooped his way through center, but it's knocked back because it's sent back ahead. Now Finley. He'll move in short-handed. Finley trying to get a shot down the seam. Didn't get it clean. 30 seconds left on the power play. Here's a good pass. In front. They score! Ryan Torberg. What a pass. What a finish. The net came off, but it's going to count. 2-1 Toronto. Power play goal. So the Toronto Marlies have their first lead of the hockey game as they are 1 for 1 on the power play with their new roster. And the faceoff taken and won back by Thompson. Thompson will feed it ahead. In over the line. Here come the Crunch. Shooting. Good save. And the rebound. It's in. A weird one for Ken Appleby as he made the save, but I believe he knocked it back in his own net. And just like that, we're tied again. Jack Thompson will get the goal for Syracuse. And yes, this one just, the stop was made, it bounced up, fell behind him, and he knocked it back in his own goal, trying to keep it out. This is a weird one. You don't see this often, but look closely on this play. It's going to take a ricochet, it's going to bounce up and over, and right there, it's going to tip off his back and in. You don't see that often, and this is an easy goal for the Syracuse Crunch. They'll take the puck luck here tonight to tie it up. So right before the halfway mark, we're tied again, just like that. Here's the face-off, taken back, won by the Marlies. Niemela in for Voigt, he'll send in. Chased down here by Slavin. Picked up by Thompson. Fed ahead for Krepke. Gave that away through the middle of the ice. Slavin with it back. Here's Josiah Slavin. Stepping in now, turning off the forecheck. Still was holding on to it, then gave it away to Thompson. 2-on-1. Here come the Crunch. Krepke to Thompson. And the save made by Olnefelt. Niemela. Here's Slavin. 7 to go in the period. Marlies go the other way. Drop back, turned over again. Krepke. Picked up by the Crunch. Gonsalves has a goal tonight. He's in, and he's stopped by Olnefelt. Petronero will go the other way with 6 to go in the second. He'll move in with speed, and he gave it away to Thompson. That's been the Marlies' biggest struggle here tonight, is holding on to that puck. Krepke gave that away to Landon Sim. His pass finds Niemela. Niemela banks it down into the Syracuse zone. Chased around by Petronero. Petronero behind the Syracuse goal, now sent ahead. There's Robert. Robert, left side, peels back and centers it off on the right wing for Fortier. And a penalty on the play going to Toronto. 2 minutes for tripping. The Marlies just could not get possession. And usually when that's the case, you're going to be forced to take a penalty, because you're not playing the most solid hockey. And here tonight, the Marlies haven't been their most solid. Faceoff will come here to the right side of the Marley net. Syracuse to their second power play. They're 0 for 1. Toronto 1 for 1. Faceoff taken, one back by the Crunch. Here's a shot by Dureau. That went wide of the goal. Picked up by Marshall Rafai. Chips it for Johnstone, and down the ice, the Marlies send it. That one got by Olnefelt, and the Marlies looking to do something shorthanded, as Logan Shaw tried to take it away, but the pass finds Dumont. Sent back to Shaw. Shaw moves in here, down the left wing. It's now back through center. Rafai. And there's Groshev. He has a step to the net. Groshev! Knocked back by Johnstone. Good job defensively by Toronto. Back out to center. 1.5 minutes to go here. Second period. 2-all. Gonsalves is stopped by Appleby. Rebound! He got that too. Looked like a sure tap it. Here's Shaw. To Slavin, taken down. Day with it. Last minute of play here in the middle period. Gonsalves. Here's Dumont moving in. 20 seconds to go in the second. Pass out front, and the shot went wide. Ty Voigt taken down, and now the Marlies will go back to the power play. Wow, what a game. So the Syracuse Crunch 0 for 2 on their power plays. Marlies 1 for 1. They'll go to their second in a tie game with 5 seconds to go here in the middle period. They can get a face-off win here and set something up. They'll go into the third with the lead. Here's the draw. It's won back by the Crunch. They keep it in, and Day centers it off for Carroll. That'll end the second. We're through 2 here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum in downtown Toronto. It's the Syracuse Crunch 2. Toronto Marlies 2 after 2. Shots a goal in the game are 16-10 Crunch. It's a 2-2 game through 40 minutes. Hits are 6-5 Toronto. Faceoffs 11-2 Syracuse. Power plays Crunch 0 for 2. Toronto 1 for 1. We head to the third. Marlies on the power play. Welcome into period 3 tonight. We are finally here in the final period, unless we need extra time. And the faceoff one back Crunch. Here it's picked up by Day. Dumont winding for a shot. Short-handed. He's stopped by Appleby, and it went up into the seating. The Marlies gave an open lane, and Ken Appleby had to come through with the save. He makes a big one to keep us tied. Face off here, left side of the Marley net. They're on the power play. Draw one, Walcott today gave it away. Nylander might have Shaw with him. Nylander centers it. Save Alnefelt, and he covers. Early in this third period, the Crunch got a good look, and then the Marlies had one in return. But we stay at 2 here in this third period. Here's the face-off, left side of the Crunch goal. One back for the Marlies. Benning shoots, save. And that one just chipped over the glass. So we'll have another face-off in the Syracuse zone. Just got a piece of that, a big save by Alnefelt to keep us at 2. Face-off here, left side of the goal. 2-2 early in this third period. Anyone's game. Picked up by Benning. Shooting, and that just went wide. Here's Niemela down low. He stopped, and they miss wide. Oh, what a chance. Unable to clean it up. Here's Niemela. He'll move in. Centers it ahead. Shaw got the shot that was handled. And Day's there to clear. It's kept in by Nylander. Kicks it for Niemela. Niemela scores! What a goal! Topi Niemela! 3-2 Toronto. It's their second power play goal of the night. And they have the lead again. One hand in tight by Topi Niemela. You're not going to see a prettier goal than this one. The outplay to the left post. And he's going to backhand it inside to give Toronto the lead. What a goal for Topi Niemela. It's probably the biggest and best of his career as he puts Toronto in front early in this third period, their second power play goal of the night. Face-off one, Thompson ahead. That was given away to Nylander. And they thought that it was going to go to Nylander. He found the pass, and here he goes now. Alex Nylander. Backhander blocked. Here's Thompson. Gonsalves kept in by Toronto still. Shaw in front looking for the one-timer. It was Master Simone. That was blocked, and the Crunch come the other way. Thompson going to the goal. Has Gonsalves. Here's the shot. Morella. That's handled. Rafai for Nylander. Here's Alex Nylander behind the D. Scores! It's a 2-goal lead. Alex Nylander with goal number 1 on the season. In just his first game of the year, we knew he was going to be a force. Two big goals for the Toronto Marlies in this third period, and because of it, they have the lead. A power play goal and an even strength goal. They're ahead by 2 here now in this third period. Face-off one, Benning will send it in. Well, Toronto liking their new lineup so far. As here's Slavin. Slavin is stopped by Alnefelt, and he elects to cover instead. 13:51 to go, third period. Toronto 4, Syracuse 2. Here in the Winter Classic from Toronto. Winter Classics, you might see one every few years for a certain team. So this one's special for Toronto. Here's Marko Sičić, the former Sarnia Sting. He'll drop it back for Slavin. Off for Rafai, moves in and shoots. Save mate, it's in! It's 5-2! It's Marco Rafai with goal number 2 on the night. Goal number 3 on the season. Well, the Marlies have opened the floodgates here in this third period. They have a 3-goal lead with 12:31 to go. And for Syracuse, you got to be shaking your heads, but they're the ones standing around. They're doing it to themselves. Here's Ty Voigt. The Marlies want more. Voigt centers, and that one just missed. Sičić to Voigt. Voigt waits, shoots again. Save Alnefelt. He covered. Faceoff will come here to the right side of the Syracuse goal. 5-2, 10:58 to go. Faceoff won by Toronto. Benning down low, holding on to it, still holding on to it. Then gave it away to Krepke. Here's Myers out of the zone with Gonsalves. Gonsalves will bring it in. It's sent back now to the net. He goes, taken away by Rafai. Pass for Marko Sičić. Here goes the former Sarnia Sting. Sičić! He's stopped by Alnefelt. looking for his first as the Toronto Marlies as it's sent ahead for Myers. Myers in over the line. He'll get it in here. Left side to the middle. Groshev, that's blocked. They got it away. Appleby made the save. Niemela up the board side for Slavin. He will get by. Here's Josiah Slavin. Stopped. And the rebound. They can't jam in. They have it again. Slavin still down low, holding on to it. Still holding on to it. No one covering. And the save made again by Onefeld. The Crunch have been on their heels in this third period. And their netminder keeping it at 5-2. Myers in over the line. Going to the goal. Blocked. Got it back. He's stopped by Appleby as it's sent back. Another shot blocked. Here's the backhander in tight. Stopped by Appleby. Pass back to the point. There it is. Myers shoots. That went wide. Shooting gallery both ways. Here's another chance. Back to Groshev. That's kicked out. And now Toronto goes the other way. Under 2 to go. Mark Johnstone gets by. He's stopped by Onefeld. Day. Last minute of play here in the third period. Torberg with it now. Marlies inside. And actually offside. 35.5 seconds on the game clock. A game that was 2-2 coming into the third. It could have been anyone's game. Toronto, 3 goals here in the third with a stunning response, 5-2. Here's Alex Nylander. He'll chase it down. He's to it first. Nylander in tight. He got a shot away. Crozier send that ahead to Dumont. The time running out in this third period. Here's the pass given away to Day. Sent up the board side for Edmonds. Penalty coming. It's going to Toronto unless a goal. And no, Appleby makes another stop with 11 seconds to spare. Matthew Hellickson will head off for Toronto. Crunch back to the power play. 0 for 2 tonight. Well, the fact that they haven't been able to convert on the power play has been their problem here this afternoon. Here's Day with it. Sent back. There's a shot block. Petronero to Logan Shaw. Shaw with a late chance. Logan Shaw. And that rolled off his stick, but it doesn't matter. The Toronto Marlies win the Winter Classic of a final score, 5-2. Their best home effort in a while. And they were forced into it with roster changes last night. What a way to click with your new line mates. In the very first game, it usually takes a few games to get it going, but Toronto Marlies here tonight as a club came together, and they find a way with a 5-2 win over the Syracuse Crunch, who give them a very hard time here on Toronto ice. Well, we hope you enjoyed this one. The Toronto Marlies come away with the win here this afternoon. They'll improve to 13-5 on the season. Syracuse Crunch 11-2-3 on the year. And Toronto Marlies needed a home victory. They get it here tonight. But as we mentioned, we hope you enjoyed, and thank you for joining us on this early afternoon, a 3 p.m. start. We know it's not a usual start. They're normally later, but that's just how it had to be done today. And we will see you in the next one.